Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to my channel, Quant by Boji. My name is Arash. This is the very first video in my channel, so thanks for being here from the start. I have been working on algorithmic trading for over 3 years now. For past 2 years, I have focused on automation process. Along the way, I have tried multiple approaches. Uh, I use Python and Tradovate API, and even I was pulling data directly from CME Exchange to make the automation process. But that one got a little bit expensive, so I switched and I picked TradingView. And I think the beauty of TradingView is that it has the data and alert creation function already built in at no extra charges, and it's much user friendly. The charting, the platform is very user friendly. You can create your own strategy, your own indicator, and call those indicator right to your strategy. So before I present what I have, just need to tell you and let you know that I'm not coming from a developer background. My background is in optimization and quantitative modeling. That means if I could figure this out, you can do it. I think the most important thing is to just take it a step by a step. Start watching videos from people who have done it, and I'm pretty sure you can do it. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? Again, do your research, use AI, watch some videos, and you can get it done much faster than took me to do it. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to present what I have. I'm going to turn off my camera. I just wanted to turn on and say hi because this is the first video. All right, so uh, what I'm going to do is to explain the pipeline. For this video, I'm just going to go through the first module of my pipeline. As you can see on the screen, this is the entire process where an alerts from TradingView trigger a real order in on Tradovate with like less than a second. I'm using AWS in the middle as a server where I send the webhook, and then it's where I process the alert and send the message to Tradovate. And finally, the Telegram notification, which is an optional uh, addition to this pipeline, right? So, okay, the very first step, I'm pretty sure most of you guys already have your alert and strategy in TradingView, but for the sake of consistency and for this video, I'm going to start from scratch, right? So the very first thing, just gonna go off of a new layout, just gonna test. Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. So uh, first, you go click on Pine Editor, of course. From the menu, you can click either an indicator and a strategy. I think this is very. I mean, this is important to know, and at the same time, it can be confusing. You can create an alert off of an indicator or a strategy, right? So, but what is the difference? Okay, the difference is that when you go with the strategy here, you usually define both entries and exits because TradingView simulates the whole backtest, right? So it must know when you enter and exit a trade. But when you're doing off of indicator, you might only send a single signal like buy here or sell here and let something else handle the exits. For my pipeline, I found this one much more efficient, right? Indicator. That means I only send a single signal to my server and TradingView, and I let my server, like the API, the AWS, and Tradovate take care of the rest. The take profit and the stop loss occurs down the pipeline. I'm not sending those because sometimes, it takes time, and then you avoid the latency, right? When, like, waiting for TradingView to send the exit signal can be scary, right? When it comes to future trading. Okay, so long story short, let's start with creating alert off of an indicator. First thing first, name this a new indicator. So again, I'm not here to teach you how to create a profitable condition. So I'm just gonna go off of a very simple long and short condition. So I'm gonna say uh, enter a long position if the current close is greater than the 200 EMA, and if the rate of change of the last three candles are greater than zero. And then I need, of course, one for short condition and opposite direction, of course. So let's imagine this is our strategy, right? uh, what you need to do here is to use the built-in alert condition function in TradingView, and you're doing that because you want to tell TradingView when to fire an alert, right? So it's called alert condition. Alert condition, yes. And it takes I think one mandatory argument and two optional arguments. The first one is your condition name. Mine is long condition. Of course, I need to create one for short. Give it a title because you later need to call out this long con. All right, and you can have a message. I'm not gonna write a message. It's fine. And of course, you need one for your short condition. Uh, you change the title, right? So, okay. So the next step, of course, is to add your indicator to the chart. All right. We see that it has been added. Uh, I don't see any error. Usually, if there is an error, you see a red mark here in your code. You understand that there is an error. And also, what I already have and I already wrote is a labeling technique, like to label the candle when I enter and exit the trade. So you guys can do it also to make sure that actually you are sending a signal. I mean, your strategy making any trade. So this is just for the labeling, right? Okay. So once your indicator is on the chart, go up here on the top bar and click on alert. This opens alert creation window, right? As you can see here. So here you see three tabs: settings, messages, and notification. Let's start with setting. Because we have already added our indicator to the chart, so we should be able to see our condition here. New indicator, this matches with my indicator name, so I select this condition, and within this indicator I defined two condition, and I should be able to see both two condition here, right? Long condition and short condition. So you have to create one alert for long condition and one alert for short condition. For the triggering process, you want to create this once per bar close. You don't want to keep sending signal to your platform, right? You just want to exit a trade, enter a trade when the condition met. You don't want to repeat this every 15 minutes, right? So, so this is the setup uh, on the settings tab, right? And then here on the notification tab, what you see is multiple option. There's like a notification, like if you want to get notified via email, if you want to get notified by the app or by the sounds, and that's where the most important part of the whole process exists, the webhook URL. I can give you some background about what is webhook. So uh, in the webhook is just a special internet address where TradingView will send the alert as soon as it triggers. Right? I know it sounds confusing. So think of it like a TradingView mailing a letter with all the alerts info, and your server, like AWS, is the mailbox that receives it. So TradingView sends a letter to your server, right, with all the trading information. So we have to give this a URL, an address, and I will explain it in the next video. But what is important is, okay, what is the message? What is the message that we are sending off of our TradingView to our trading platform? That goes here. So this message that goes here, right? So depending on your condition, right, this messages changes. So now that we are making a long condition, we need to send a message that contains a long direction, right? So so guys, this, I mean, it took me weeks to come up with this JSON code. I know you can ask ChatGPT, it gives you something, but the naming, if it's in all lowercase, uppercase, I mean, these are all matters, right? So you have to follow the same symbols and same namings, right? So uh, I can briefly explain what are these, but again, this is not for this video. I'm going to create another video to explain what are these messages. So um, this JSON is just in a structured way to send information, right? This tells TradingView uh, when alerts fires, send this exact package to my webhook. So that means when this condition is met, once the bar closed, send this message using this webhook to my server, right? And what is the message? It's telling, okay, what is the symbol, what we are trading. It's if it's NQ or ES, what is the price that we are entering, right, at the time, what is the time, and what is the action. Are we buying or are we selling? So because this is a long position, that's why I told you we have to be careful. If it's a long, this has to be buy. What is the quantity? And then I will explain this later. Because I exit a trade using ATR, I also send the ATR to my AWS to process the take profit and a stop loss. So this is the message we are sending from TradingView to our server to process, right? So what happened on the other end, on AWS, on my server? I can read this JSON, check these values, and then decide what to do, right? For example, what would happen is that if everything looks good, it called the Tradovate API to actually place a trade that follows this information, right? So again, to wrap up today's video, in PineScript, you defined alert condition to tell TradingView when something important happens, right? And what is important here is our condition. So we are telling, okay, when a long condition meets or short condition meets, we have a alert here, right? And then in TradingView, you click on the alert, choose your indicator, set up the alert. In the notification section, you put your webhook URL, so the alert has somewhere to go. And in the message setup here that I showed you, yeah, something like this. You put a JSON template so that alert carries all this detail you want, right? So that's the very first step in the automation pipeline. I know there are some there are other items here that I haven't talked about. For example, the environment. You might have multiple strategy because I know that if you want to have a profitable portfolio, you have to be diversified on a strategy, right? Don't do one strategy. This is from my experience. Don't do only one strategy. Create multiple strategy on multiple symbols. So if you have multiple strategy on NQ, you cannot send all the signal to one account. You have to have different account, different environment. And the beauty of AWS is that on the Python part, Lambda function, you can define a key for each environment. And by changing this environment, you can navigate your strategy to the right account, right trading account. Okay, all right, guys. I hope that this video helps you on setting up your alerts in TradingView. Again, thanks for being here from the start. This was my first video, so leave your comments, provide your feedback. I try my best to be better in next video. Stay tuned. I'll come up with more content. Bye for now.